I don't think that as of right now, early August 2026, that you should be spending your money on Storm Emeralda booster boxes, which is very odd, given I'd usually say, yeah, buy Japanese booster boxes. They're a great way to affordably get into the TCG. But especially if you're in the UK, prices aren't reflecting what we usually see in the market. But we have seen this once before, and it was quite recently. So I'm not going to name and shame sites at the minute. They'll be paying a higher rate to get it shipped over, all that sort of stuff. But also, they could charge a little bit less. But we'll talk about it. So, without shrink wrap here, $129.99. No shrink wrap on this one here, $119.99. I believe they had the normal boxes for $124.99 with the shrink. This one, with shrink wrap, $138.95. So you can see profit margins are looking quite healthy on this first wave of Storm Emeralda for certain sites. This isn't something that's just started with Storm Emeralda. They tried this for Abyss Eye. So when Abyss Eye came out, you were seeing boxes go for about $115, which at the time was like, that seems really, really overpriced, especially when Chaos Rising was launching in the UK prices for about $75. It's almost as if they went, right, this set's going to be popular. Let's put the popularity tax on it, which we don't usually have for main sets at this stage, which is why I'm saying hold. The reason for that is you can see on this image next to Storm Emeralda on this site, they've got an Abyss Eye Japanese booster box for $79.99. This same site had Abyss Eye boxes for over 100 quid on release. Yes, there's priority shipping for Japan and all of that in there, but the margins still don't add up. I'm telling you right now, and I'm not calling out any site specifically, every single UK, US supplier of Japanese Pokemon product is waiting and watching what the other ones do to see what they can get away with. I first noticed this massively with Chinese Terrestrial Festival or Grand Gathering, whatever you want to call it. Certain sites were holding their product pricing releases. And then when they came out, certain sites had very high prices and had to roll it back. And all of a sudden you were like, well, you could have charged this in the first place, but all of a sudden we've just seen that, oh, you thought you could get away with it. And I saw that on multiple occasions. Storm Emeralda is the first set in a little while that's got general collectors going, oh, Rayquaza's quite big. Let's chase that card. So all this first wave is FOMO. You know it's mad when the secret rare Rayquaza from this set is $94. That's how you can tell that we're in a hyperinflated moment for this Japanese set. The reason people are worried they're going to miss out is because, yes, you've got an $845 Rayquaza. SAR, Japanese. That's a lot of money. But again, that will not hold. And if it does, fair enough. The market's officially gone mental, but we will see a small dip in that. So if you're a singles buyer, buy it if you've got the money. But again, that will drop, especially when Delta Rain comes out. Don't be silly. Another SIR, the Raikou, you're looking at $91.70. And then the illustration rares such as Groudon are around $45.99. Again, we're at the hyperinflated cost. And essentially what you're doing is you're buying these Storm Emeralda booster boxes for the chance at hitting that Rayquaza. The odds are great in Japanese. I love them. You're guaranteed 2 secret rares or better, a secret rare item and a secret rare Pokemon / supporter or better every single Japanese box. I always advise it. You're going to get 3 ARs. The laws are different in Japan. Essentially, you have to have these seeded odds. So for me as a collector, I tend to go there if I want guaranteed odds, and I would suggest you did too, but for this, just hold a little bit longer. The fact that you can pick up an Inferno Xbox for like 160 quid as well just says it all. That's got the big Charizard in it. And we're not too far off if you think about how old that Inferno Xbox is now compared to a brand new release. I just really don't like at the minute the way the Japanese Pokemon product is making its way to the UK and the US and Europe in general. We're seeing these massively inflated prices whenever a set comes out. And it's the first set where I'm going, you might as well just wait until Delta Rain in November. Abyss Eye dropped quite significantly. Problem is these shops are now sitting on all this product that they've got to move at this higher cost for whatever reason. So they're going to make you feel like it's FOMO. whether they've paid more to get it sent over, to be the distributors, whatever, there is going to be a FOMO attached to that. So if they're saying, buy it before it's gone, etc., I would be very interested to see what this looks like in a couple of months' time and how expensive the boxes are. Granted, it doesn't always go this way. If we all buy it, which it does unfortunately seem that's what's happening, this becomes the new trend. They think, right, we can get away with 130 on release. And then our boxes are now, rather than, I think a Gloria Team Rocket box ended up being like 180, 190. All of a sudden, those boxes, in 6 months to a year, they're in the 250s, 260s. So Pokemon generally inflates on sealed anyway. This bubble is just getting bigger. We need to stop inflating it. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention this on Storm Emeralda, given I've bought Japanese for a long, long time. And I'm not liking the way it's tracking. So if you absolutely must have these cards and the price difference doesn't make a difference to you, you're not really fussed, go buy a box. Cool. It could go up. It might not drop. But every other set has had a little dip on sealed. So I can see, especially with the 30th around the corner, Storm Emeralda should go that way. But I'd be interested to know in the comments, if you've already picked any of this up, what did you pay? Have you gone the eBay route? I know a lot of shops are now trying to scare people off going, don't buy off eBay, it's all fake. Have you bought off eBay? Is it fake? Let me know how you've been getting on with your prices and your pulls, and I'll see you in the next video. A big thank you to our credited patron, Xiao Mei. You can sign up at the Patreon below.